Shamrock Rovers Fan TV. Now today I have my match reaction to Shamrock Rovers 3, Cork City 0 in the SSE Electricity League at Turner's Cross. Now this put Rovers in a great position in the League of Ireland, 8 points ahead of our title contenders Bohemians, which is great. They lost to Waterford 2-0, which that worked well for us. There's still time to go and they still could get it back, but if we play how we did, there's no reason why we shouldn't win the league. I thought we moved the ball around really well. I think Jack Byrne had some very good moments, and so did Graham Burke. So did every single player. I think Gary O'Neill, I thought he was really good until he got taken off for Dylan Watts, who Dylan did well when he came on. He didn't have too much to do, but he did well. But I thought Gary O'Neill did super before he did come off. Now the first goal was a good goal. Aaron Green, I was delighted for him because he put in so much effort and hadn't scored for a while, so I was delighted for him. It was a good ball in from Jack Byrne and a good goal from Greener. And the second one was a bit like the first one. It was a great team move, and it came out to Graham Burke, who put in a great ball into Aaron Green, who put it into the back of the net for the second time. And I think that goal put us in a great position because just before half-time is always a great time to get a goal because it completely changes the manager's team talk at half-time. It completely changes it, and I think it was great to get that second goal. Now the third goal, I was delighted when that went in because it was Neil Ferrugia, the substitute, who I really wanted him to get a goal for a while because it boosted his confidence so much, because maybe recently he hasn't had as much confidence and he's probably not going to get into the squad because Danny Lafferty's just getting better week on week. He's doing great. He had a great game as well against Cork, but I was delighted for Neil Ferrugia. It was a very good goal as well. So hopefully that gives him a good confidence boost and he brings that into the next games. Maybe he won't start, but I could see him coming on the 70th minute. He's a great substitute to have for players maybe like Graham Burke, who get tired quite a lot. So he's a great substitute to have. And so is Brandon Kavanagh, who I think them two have a bright future in not just Irish football, but I think they might go over to England and do quite well. They're doing well with the Ireland under-21s. Ferrugia's doing very well, so I think they've got a bright future. And I think Ferrugia is such a good player to have, great squad player. Now, recently, people have been saying about Jack Byrne, he's overrated, and I wouldn't say he's overrated. He had a great game against Cork, some great balls into the box that we just couldn't score. Graham Burke had a great chance where he just fell just before he could kick it, and he kind of scuffed one of them, and from great balls in from Jack Byrne. The thing is, I talked about it in my match preview, we don't play football where someone stays on the ball for ages, and then dribbles around, and then waits for a while to release the ball. We play quick football and our transitions are very good, so I think that's why people don't spot Jack Byrne as much as maybe some other players for other teams. Now I don't think Cork played bad, it's just they weren't good enough. I think their keeper Mark McNulty, he had an okay game, and some of their players have good games, but I don't think it's good enough for the Cork City standard that they've had over the last few years. It's definitely not good enough. Some fans have wanted Neil Fenn out, which I don't know, that's questionable. But I think they need to improve quite a lot, Cork, if they want to stay up. They still have around 7 games to go to try and stay up and stay alive and keep their Premier Division status. But it's going to be tough, I think, because Finn Harps, they're doing quite well, and I think they're a good team. Sligo are not getting relegated, let's be honest. Waterford, I don't think they are. Shelbourne look like they're not getting relegated. And then Dundalk are now falling into the bottom half and mid-table spots. So it's getting shaky for Cork because not many teams are doing bad. And Cork aren't doing bad, they just need to improve. Now the next match was AC Milan, so I think every single player on the pitch put in their all to try to show Stephen Bradley that they should be starting and they need to be starting against AC Milan. I think whoever came on, they wanted to show and try to get their position, which I think having a big game like that coming up, I think that very helps the squad. Maybe nerves for some players might not help, but I think it did help us because the players wanted their spot in the squad, and every player is going to keep it. You can't really change that team around. Now I saw some people saying on Twitter that Graham Burke is better on the ball and his dribbling than Jack Byrne, which I think that's very questionable. Let me know in the comments what you think. I think Jack Byrne is a bit better. Definitely his crosses. I think Graham Burke's very good at taking free kicks, and I think he might start taking some, and I think Graham Burke's a super player, puts in his all, but I think Jack Byrne has the edge over him. Now, time for my man of the match. I think I have to give it to Aaron Green. Thought he did really well. He's always doing well with his running and puts the pressure on. But with his 2 goals, you can't really not give it to him. I think Gary O'Neill, as I said at the start of the video, has to be a contender. Did really well. I haven't given him man of the match for a while now, but I think he's kind of edging closer game by game to get man of the match. And his performances are absolutely class the last couple of games. I think we're doing well and we're improving. As I think the fans not being there is affecting us a bit, because we were steamrolling teams before the break, like Cork 6-0, and now we're kind of edging back a bit. I think it's the fans driving us on and helped quite a lot. Now, I'm getting close to the end of the video, but I'm going to talk about us winning the league, if we do, and the cup. Now, I think it's definitely, we can do it. We have the best squad in the league, I believe. But it's, do the players want to win it? And they have to have that passion, play for the badge, and have pride if they want to get the title and the cup. I think we go for the title, win that, and then the quarterfinals take place after the league. So I think if we do win the league, it will give us a great boost and we'll do really well in the cup. And I do believe we can win the cup and get the double. Unfortunately, the EA Sports Cup had to be called off because of COVID and trying to get the league back, because there was a big delay. Unfortunately, we can't win the treble, but I think we could definitely win the double. It's just, do the players want to? Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Let me know your man of the match down below, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.